Hello, I'm Chrissy Seaton and welcome to my YouTube channel. Are you confused and totally overwhelmed by the information related to the 7 Noahide laws? I'm sure the answer you're giving is yes. You only need to go on YouTube and type in Noahide laws and there's a plethora of misinformation as well as good information coming up, so that if you're new to it or wanting to find out the truthful aspects of the Noahide laws, it is just a mind-boggling bucket of confusion and you don't know which way to go. So what I would like you to do is take note of what I'm about to say and take my advice in where I think I would advise you most truthfully to learn from at this present time. So, there is a solution to your confusion and I don't blame you. I cannot begin to imagine what it must be like. So I would recommend that you watch some weekly classes on the 7 Noahide laws. Now, at the present time, two fabulous men, Hayes and Helton, and I've previously done a video about these two Noahide boys, and they do a stellar job in bringing us correct and accurate Torah-based information. And so they have just started 2 weeks ago now doing a weekly classes on the Noahide laws, and they're quoting the authoritative sources and giving added explanations, etc. Now, although they've already started, those classes are recorded and posted onto YouTube each week. There will be a link in the description box below of the introduction and of part 1 and then part 2. Which was done just a couple of days ago. And from there on, there will be links for you where you can either join the live class, or if time is not suitable, you are then able to watch that class on YouTube at your convenience. Again, there will be links in the description box where you can catch up with all that information. Now, this solution is really given to you in sensible, bite-sized pieces where you know the information you're getting is coming from reliable sources and they're quoted, and the referencing is accurate. I have known of the teachings from Hayes and Helton for some time, and I've never found them to be deceptive in any way or inaccurate. So these weekly live classes, or watching later on at your convenience, are marvelous, because even if you watch the live class or participate in the live class, which I do when I possibly can, but I often come back and re-watch that on YouTube because it's so fascinating that you don't want to be distracted and writing notes or something. You want to listen to everything, but then you want to come back and review that and then make some notes, because you can pause the video, write a few notes for yourself and press replay again. So you can do that and still participate in the live class and then come back later and glean that information you want to make a note of. So these are each week. Now, they are, if you're in Australia, they're on a Thursday morning. And if you are in the other hemisphere, it's going to be the night before. So it'll be like a Wednesday evening. But I really implore you to make use of this information that is freely available. There's no cost involved. So I think if you're struggling and looking for a reliable source that speaks to you from practicing Noahides, then take my advice I'm giving in this video and source out that information. You can be confident that you will learn the correct information. It comes from authoritative sources, and they'll provide those. You can be privy to that. They'll say where they're getting this information. And I think there are some marvellous books like The Divine Code and stuff like that out there. But sometimes people find it studying alone and reading text, sometimes they just miss that classroom kind of feeling. And so I feel you're getting that when you watch Hayes and Hilton. And so that combined with, if you have a copy of the Divine Code, going back over that afterwards also gives you an added bonus. It makes that printed explanation come to life and you think, I've got it now. And also it makes it more interesting for you to continue reading the Divine Code because you've got that link with Hayes and Hilton, and they're going to give you some insights and some extra information, interesting information that helps you remember things as well. So it now becomes a pleasurable experience. It's a topic now that is presented in a way that excites you and you want to get to the next class and have that next level of information revealed to you. So that is why I suggest that you take my advice. I'm sorry I haven't done this video sooner at the beginning when the introduction was done, but I got a little sidetracked. I had some things on my plate, and of course I just feel compelled to do it. It's just a wonderful experience, and as I said, you can go back and watch the replay on YouTube and pause it at your own pace, or even if you can't attend the class, be confident that you can access it on YouTube. You can pause and replay, etc., at your own study pace. But it is good. It speaks in plain language that every human being can understand. And I commend Hayes and Hilton, Terry Hayes and Scotty Hilton, for the stellar work they do. And I just think that their work is perhaps not as well known, and I just wish that everyone realised what a great service these two gentlemen are doing, and they are filling a much needed gap in our Noahide communities, so to speak, where we've now sort of every week we can tune into a holy Noahide gathering, but know with confidence that we're getting authoritative, accurate, truthful information, Torah-based information, and they're quoting their resources, quoting their reference material, etc. So there's no need to be concerned that the information you're getting isn't accurate. And look, as I said, there is so much inaccuracy out there. There are some organisations that need a jolly good slap on the wrist for some of the things they're teaching as well. They're not accurate. But I say with confidence and sincerity that I really would urge you to watch these classes that are given. And I would be very surprised if you don't find them to be extremely uplifting and informative. And it is sad that there are lots of misinformation out there. Some of it is really ridiculous. It's ludicrous. I don't know how anyone could believe it, but never mind. Some people do. And others is kind of sort of teaching from a source that they feel is almost like imitating Judaism to a point that it's, sometimes on the verge of creating a new religion, which we are definitely not supposed to do. So please take my advice. Tune in to those classes either live or watch them on YouTube. Be careful. I have said many times, be extremely careful who you learn from. If you've got doubts, if there's something creeping into your mind, then you need to step back and look at it and have a baseline to compare it to. And I always say a written baseline is the Divine Code, this book, which I've talked about many times. That's kind of the book of law, and that combined with going to sources such as Hayes and Hilton for those weekly face-to-face classes, I think will put you in very good position to get a very accurate information that you really need as Noahides. In the meantime, please take care and God bless you.